Williams of the Senior High Redskins, and we're headed into the second week of the season. Last week down at Truman, Redskins come up a little short, but give us your evaluation of the ball game.
Well, I thought we played pretty well in spots. Of course, the turning point of the ball game, I'd have to say, probably was the two block punts that we had. One was a high snap. We worked on it a lot. It's just one of those things that took place. We also had some blocking assignments missed on the first block punt. But it's just one of those things. We haven't had a punt here blocked, I think, without a bad snap in 11 years and just had one blocked. But we've been very fortunate in the past, and they loaded up and they blocked it. We had one, I think, blocked back a couple of years ago on a fumbled snap, but we have not had any others blocked. So we've been very fortunate, and just one of those things caught up with us. We had two block punts. Defensively, we did not run to the football well. I did not think we played with a lot of intensity. Offensively, we had some good moments at times.
Head coach, Truman came in with the reputation of being one of the favorites in their conference, and they had a pretty good ball team. They ran the option real good. I hope their quarterback lived up to what we'd heard about him. So it was a tough test for the Redskins for the first game of the season. Offensively, do you have anything off the top of your head that you thought looked promising for the Redskins? Joey Young had a couple of good runs.
I thought our offensive line for the first time out, I thought they did a pretty good job. I didn't think they were bad at all. I thought that Joey had a good ball game. I thought Jody Sifford made a big play. I thought Morris looked good at times throwing the football. I thought our receivers caught the ball at times real good. We just wasn't real consistent. We made some, I guess you would say, inexperienced errors, and we didn't play with a lot of...
Okay, Coach, and that leads us into this under your belt, and a lot of these new and inexperienced players getting game experience. We head over to Ridgecrest for the ball game this week, and AAA school. What do you expect to see from Ridgecrest?
Well, Ridgecrest is an improved football team from everything I understand. I understand that they have a good defensive unit, and offensively they understand they got a young quarterback that's a real good one, and they've got some quality running backs. So they're supposed to be an improved football team over what they have been.
What do we expect to see from Ridgecrest? I know normally in the past we've seen pretty much a running type team. You expect the same?
Well, we anticipate them running the football, and I'm sure that they're going to try to run the option some. And, of course, if you go back and look at the Truman film, they had success just lining up and blasting us straight ahead. They ran the isolation play, and they also run the power play, and they did one thing that some people haven't done in the past. Instead of power blocking us or veer blocking us, they went ahead and based us quite a bit, and that created a real problem for us. When you get based, you cannot play the option with your end some, so they based us some, and also run some schemes that allowed quarterback schemes that allowed the quarterback to get on the corner. And at other times, they would come back and read the option and turn the end loose and option him and just run by us. We were supposed to be assigned the quarterback, and at times we just didn't get up the field and make the tackle.
Okay, any changes offensively that pretty much the same game plan this week as you went with last week?
We might have a couple of changes, but basically it's about the same thing. No drastic changes whatsoever. I know all of our running backs have been working at 2 or 3 positions all year in a way they can play all the positions. So no drastic changes offensively. Defensively, no drastic changes. Just going to line up and give them about the same look and maybe do less this week. When you do not execute what you're doing, you better do less instead of trying to do more. So we'll probably take out some of the kicking game that we worked on and try to do less in that area. And we will probably also try to do less offensively. Probably cut out our plays to 2 or 3 running plays and 2 or 3 pass plays instead of maybe 10 running plays. Cut it down altogether.
Okay, Coach. Of course, next week we've got Ridgecrest this week. Next week it's our home opener against Nettleton. We'd like to encourage everybody to come out for the home opener, and that ball game starts at 7:30, and be the Redskins next week against Nettleton. And we need a big crowd out and see the newly refurbished stadium out here. Everything looks real good. We'd like to invite everybody out here and support these Redskins. Thank you, Coach, and good luck tonight against Ridgecrest.
Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Brenda Wallace from the Pocahontas Senior High Cheerleaders. I'm captain for the 1992-93 cheerleading squad. Co-captain this year is senior Wendy Purcell. Seniors this year are Elizabeth Harris, Shannon Chris, Amy James, our junior this year is Aaron Smith. Sophomore this year is Tara McCord. Wendy Brooks. Casey Martin. And last but not least, Patty Thielemeyer. Our sponsor this year is Kay McCord.
Everyone, tonight to Pocahontas Redskins football. And tonight's game is against Ridgecrest at Paragould. And I'm Ron Vincent, and with me as announcer is Gary Cole.
That's right, Ron. Tonight, as we're having a little problem keeping the camera steady up here, we're in on our side of the field tonight. But nevertheless, tonight's game against the Ridgecrest Rams, Redskins come in 0-1 after the loss last week to Truman. And Ridgecrest comes in also 0-1, and they suffered the loss last week to Nettleton. Captains for the Redskins, number 75, Bill Houseman, and also number 60, that's Matt Morris, is the captains for the Redskins tonight. And, you know, here comes a big sign across the middle of the field. Let's get a shot of that. And I really didn't see who won the toss. I was looking somewhere else. But nevertheless, it's the Redskins against the Rams. Both teams wanting to win real bad, so that'll be a good ball game. And we'll be back with the start of tonight's ball game and just
owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, we're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903.
There we go. Here comes the Pocahontas Redskins.
We're welcome everyone tonight to Pocahontas Redskins football. We'd like to thank them fine sponsors up here tonight.
All fired up there for Ridgecrest tonight, Gary. I believe they're ready. We'll see what happens as Ridgecrest comes on the field on the far side of the field. And we're about ready to play football. As tonight's game is the second game of the season for both teams, and both teams opened with a loss, and nothing they'd like any more than get a victory, but we're pulling for the Redskins as both teams take the field.
Looks like we're going to select a receive, it looks like.
Apparently the Redskins are going to receive, so Redskins get first chance at football. And we're at Ridgecrest Stadium in Paragould, Arkansas for tonight's game. And the Redskins break the huddle and get set to receive. Back deep, number 34, Casey Chester. Number 36, Jody Sifford. In the middle there, number 21, Joey Young. Over here on the near side, number 40, that's Jerry Fears. And on the far side, number 31, Jade Wells. So we're about ready to get this ball game underway as Ridgecrest set to kick off to the Redskins. And there's the kick, and it's underway. It's going to be taken by Joey Young. Back on the 22, Young to the 30, 35, 40, 42-yard line. Joey Young returns to the Redskins 42. So the Redskins will start the ball game. First down and 10. And Ron, a little earlier at the top of the show there, you got to introduce all the 1992 Redskin cheerleaders. Good looking bunch, and we'll talk some more about them later on. It's a good group. Paul Morris, number 14, is the quarterback. Joey Young in the backfield, number 21, in motion, the 34, Chester. Pitch back to Sifford. Makes that to Sisco, number 24, Brandon Sisco, on the pitch back, and a loss on the play of about 5 yards. Let's see, the ball's back on the 37. So close to a 5-yard loss, so we second down and 15 now for the Redskins. Ball's back on the 37-yard line. They're on 37. And we'll try to set the entire lineup for you as quickly as possible. Now they line 36 Jody Sifford up at tailback. In motion is Casey Chester, 34. Back to pass is Morris. There's a pass on the fly. He's got him open. And Casey Chester all the way down to the 32-yard line. Casey Chester, number 34, catches a pass from Paul Morris. And a perfectly thrown pass. And a good catch by Chester. And the Redskins now with first and 10 down at the 30. Let's go about the 33. It's hard to see these yard markers too from where we're at.
Yeah, it sure is.
Paul Morris, number 14, is the quarterback. Handoff Joey Young, the fullback, and Young's going to be dropped right there for no gain. Number 21, Joey Young, the fullback. And offensively, number 51, Chris Hinkle. I believe Chris is in at the center position. No, number 60, Matt Morris is the center. Number 75, Bill Houseman, left guard. 62, that's Brian Perry, is the left tackle. As we get on second and 11. Back to pass is Morris. Morris throws the ball downfield. It's going to be caught. Casey Chester, and he's in to score. Casey Chester, penalty flag down over there, I believe.
I think it's going to be a pass interference.
Defensive pass interference, but if it is.
It is. And it is declined.
Okay, touchdown Redskins. Casey Chester on reception.
Proud mother right there.
Yeah, we'll see it there.
Proud mother.
And number 22, Gates, gets set to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. Kick is up. And the kick is no good. It's off the left. Good distance on the kick, but he hooked it a little left.
And they got first score on the night.
Nevertheless, the Redskins are on the board here in a hurry. They lead the ball game 6-0 with 9:45 left to go first quarter. And the Redskins come out tonight and have aired the ball out. Two big pass plays to number 34, Casey Chester, and 6 points for the Redskins. What do you think, Ron?
Different ball team than last week.
I think they come out looking determined. It's looking a lot sharper tonight.
We're like they're ready to play some ball.
They have come out passing. As the Redskins are now going to kick to the Ridgecrest Rams, and they get their chance to try an offense. And if that's any indication what kind of ball game we're going to have, it's going to be a ball game.
Ball game, that's very well.
Maybe a lot of scores. But we're ready, as long as the Redskins do the scoring. We'll take that drive any day.
You bet we will.
How many plays they run?
3.
No, they ran 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that was on the 5th play.
On the 5th play?
5th play.
Okay. We'll just watch the replay.
Okay. But nevertheless, on the first possession, start the ball game, Redskins score. That's something they needed.
Sure did.
As number 22, Robert Gates, gets set to kickoff to the Ridgecrest Rams. And there's the kick. It's going to be a short kick taken on the 30-yard line. And he's going to be drilled there. Let's see who was there first. And Lee Sickford was there. The number 80 was also there. And made a good hit on him. Joe Jansen. And I'm not sure who else. We had somebody else that made a good hit in there on that. And guys, sometimes we don't get everybody on the tackle. We try our best, but
There's such good quality players that go in there for the...
well, we like to see 3 or 4 on tackle. That's exactly what they want to see. As Ridgecrest comes out now, first down and 10. The ball is up on about the 33-yard line. They're on 33. They split receivers wide both sides. Hand off in the middle, and pitch to the left side, and he does get outside over there. Finally brought down a fumble on the play. Jody Sickford finally makes the tackle all the way up on the 45 of the Redskins. And that
Option play again.
That's an option play, and the Redskins made a good play on the quarterback, but the quarterback, give him credit, he made a good pitch. And we've seen a little speed there by the Ridgecrest runner as he blazed down that sideline. That's the Redskins' 47-yard line. First down and 10. Handoff up the middle. And he's stacked up in there for no gain. Number 33.
Number 65.
65 is Craig Boss. 33 is Shane Martin. Like to stop for the Redskins. Second down, 9-8. A pickup of 2. Ball is about the 46-yard line of the Redskins. 8:53 left to go. First quarter, Redskins lead at 6-0. Ridgecrest with their first possession of the ball game. And Ridgecrest comes out to the wide receiver, pitch right. And he's going to be hit hard and dropped. No gain. He may have got a yard. Chris Hinkle in there, Martin in there, Jeremy Boston, there's Sifford in there, and Trey Hall, number 56. So good game tackling by the Redskins. And they got to the ball quick then. We'll call it a pickup of maybe a half yard. Still third down, 8 yards to go. Ball at about the 45.5-yard line of the Redskins. Ridgecrest splits a man out wide to the far side of the field. And back to pass. Here's the quarterback. There's the pass in the flat. And it's incomplete over there. Covering over there was Sifford and Chester. And the pass was there, but a little bit underthrown. It would not have been enough for a first down. It would have been about 2 yards short. So the Redskins now get a chance maybe to get the ball back here on 4th down and 8 for Ridgecrest. Back deep, number 44, Jeremy Boss. Jeremy Boss back deep received the punt. As Ridgecrest lines up, the line of scrimmage is the 45.5-yard line. Good snap, good rush in there by number 10, Malone. The ball's going to die down about the 24-yard line. So the Redskins will take over 1st and 10 from their own 24. 7:52 left to go, first quarter. So Ron Ove in the one play there that Ridgecrest got outside on, Redskin defense did a good job that time.
Yes, sure did.
And they looked real good in the tackling. A lot of pursuits of the ball, so that looks real good.
Coming in on
First down and 10. First and 10 for the Redskins. Ball at the 24, their own 24. Man in motion. Hand off to the fullback. And Joey Young trying to get something, but he is smothered in there by a swarm of the Ridgecrest Rams. Number 21, Joey Young, picked up about a yard and a hard-earned yard for Joey. The 33, Shane Martin, into the ball game. And Joey Young, number 21, comes out. And Joey's one of the seniors on this Redskin team. Only one of 8 seniors. So a young team for the Redskins this year as Paul Morris, another senior, number 14, gets set. Chester in motion back to pass.
The pass down the field. It's going to be complete. Jade Wells all the way up to the 50-yard line. Number 31, Jade Wells. And I believe Jade was playing not sure, I think he was lined up at a end position. And the Redskins come out firing the ball in this ball game.
They sure are. Passing game is on the way.
It's just short of the 50-yard line. It's close to 49. So first down and 10. The Redskins 49-yard line after the big pass play from Morris to Jade Wells. And we have a timeout by Ridgecrest. Timeout by Ridgecrest. This will give us a chance to tell you that the coaching staff of the Senior High Redskins is head coach Dave Williams, and he's assisted by David Wellman, Coach Dallas Howard, Coach John Malone, and Coach Alan Bennett. That's the coaching staff for the Redskins this year. And I think we didn't mention earlier in the other ball game, but the managers, I think we maybe mentioned Jeremy Sifford, but also Chris Wellman are the managers for the Senior High Redskins. Of course, Jeremy Sifford, he's the brother of Jody Sifford, number 36, and Chris Wellman is the son of assistant coach David Wellman. And speaking of the Wellman boys, if any of you can catch the junior high replay that we have for you, you'll see the Wellman boys in action. Jack Wellman, the quarterback of the junior high Redskins, and younger brother Matt Wellman, 8th grader, had a good game last night against Middleton, which the junior Redskins won their second game of the season, 28-6. And good-looking group of junior high Redskins. We're set now to run the play, first down, and 10 yards to go. Ball at about the 49, handoff left side, and around the end is Shane Martin, and Martin picks up the first down. A good hard run by Shane Martin, a sophomore. He picked up about 12 yards on that play, and he's all the way down to the 38-yard line, close to 37. 37-yard line, so that was about a 13 or 14-yard gain for Shane Martin, number 33. And Martin showing some good running. And number 60, Matt Morris, is the center. We'll try to get the right side for you as soon as we can. Trey Hall is the right tackle, 56. Wells is lined up at a right end, I believe. No, I'll back up on that. Back pass is Morris. Going deep for Presley. And cannot connect down there as he had Presley down close to the 10-yard line. And number 14, number 14, Paul Morris, let the air out of that one. Number 32 going into the ball game, Chad Pielemeyer. And Chad is a sophomore. The 65 Craig Balch back in the game. We'll try to get the right guard for you. Number 52 going in the ball game. That's Mike Emmons. Mike may be that right guard. It's number 77. Alex Phillips comes out. Right tackle, Emmons is going in at right tackle. Hall's out of the ball game right now. Pitch back right side to Sisco. And Sisco trying to turn it up inside and can't do it. He picked up a couple. Picked up a couple of 3 yards. Number 24, Brandon Sisco on the carry. There, he got more yards himself. It's going to be third down and a long 5. Let's call it 6. So 3rd and 6 for the Redskins. And the ball is right inside the 35, isn't it, Ron? Yeah, at least so, about the 34. At the 34-yard line of Ridgecrest. So big play, 3rd and 6. As Casey Chester comes in motion, back to pass, it's Morris. Morris throwing the ball downfield. He's got it open. He's got it. That's Jay Wells again. Number 31, same pass pattern we saw a minute ago. And he's all the way down close to about the 14-yard line. And number 31, Jade Wells, showing that he can catch the ball. And Morris showing that he can put it there. As number 32, Chad Pielemeyer, splits wide right. Mad Morris, number 60, is the center. We've got a timeout by the officials. There's a little equipment problem. But a good play there from the Redskins again, and the passing effects paying off.
As part of Adams Street, left to right side.
You're going to have a disappointing night. Keep your lights on.
Right. And it's cooled off considerable tonight. A good night for football.
It sure is.
Temperature is in the 60s. Supposed to get down in the 50s tonight.
A lot of nice Redskin fans here tonight.
They come out now, first down and 10. Ball at about the 14. Chester in motion. Handoff Joey Young. Penalty flag on the play. And Joey picks up, if anything, maybe a yard. Penalty flag was thrown in the offensive backfield, which usually indicates on the offense. Some kind of motion or movement there somewhere. So that's going to back the Redskins up 5 yards. So the replay will down. They're saying maybe holding. Now, wait a minute. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. That'll be a big one.
It sure will.
I think that's what it's going to be. No, 5 yards.
5 yards.
What was the signal, Ron? I didn't see it. Illegal procedure. Okay. I saw one of the Ridgecrest players giving the holding signal. I was hoping that wouldn't be what it was. So it's going to be first and 15. The ball is on the 19-yard line. Ball on the 19. Split wide right, number 12. Presley. Jeremy Presley, and Jeremy's a junior. In motion is Chester. Back to pass Morris. Pass over the middle. It's going to be Connor Presley. A good catch. He's still on his feet. He's close to the goal line. Good catch and run by number 12, Jeremy Presley.
There's the Rams right there. We got the FFA.
Yeah, that's the Ram mascot. First and 10 Redskins. First and goal to go. And the ball is at about the where, Ron? I can't see it on the fly in the field. I sense it about the
2-yard line.
About the 2-yard line. Number 12, Jeremy Presley, made an excellent catch. The ball was thrown behind him, and he reached back, caught the ball, and he did something with it after he got it. That was a good-looking play. So first and goal for the Redskins. 4:20 left to go. First quarter, they lead at 6-0. Handoff, Joey Young. And Joey Young is going to go in the end zone. One touch. Joey Young, number 21. That's another touchdown on the board for the Redskins. And with 4:09 left to go in the ball game, and the clock continues to run. I don't know why. Look at the clock, Ron.
It's still running.
Still running.
It's supposed to stop.
Yeah.
Let's stop the clock, folks.
The clock's still running. It must have been one haywire.
They don't know what this means. They're going to have to put at least 15 seconds back on that clock.
It's malfunction. That's what it is. It's that's okay. We got the lead 12-0. Let's let it run on down.
You think so, huh?
I know the Redskins don't want it to run down. They want to play ball.
You bet. That's a good night to play some ball.
And Redskins have already put 2 touchdowns on the board here in the first quarter. And trying to add an extra point to it. And apparently they're going to go for the extra point here instead of kick, as Morris is still in the ball game. Now we'll see what happens here as Redskins get set to. Well, there's going to be a timeout here while they reset the clock. So it's going to be just a couple of minutes, and we'll be back with you in just a second.
So y'all stay tuned with more Redskins football.
Football, brought to you by the Bank of Pocahontas, serving the community since 1903, where we're hometown people that you know, located at 101 East Broadway. In downtown Pocahontas, we're Redskin football sponsors. Llewellyn's Carpet, located in downtown Pocahontas and Highway 67. Phone number is 892-2525, where we're proud sponsors of Redskins football. Stop by, see Larry and all his fine staff, and take a look at all the fine carpet needs you need today. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury, located at 300 West Broadway. That's downtown Pocahontas, where you can get a deal as low as $0 down and as low as $188 a month. That's a Ford Tempo, fully loaded. I'm here to tell you, folks, it's fully loaded. Air, electric windows, the whole 9 yards. Just go down and see Doug Adams and his fine staff, Keith Futrell, or Wayne Wildman. That's Go Skins Go. and D-Clerk LP Gas, located at 109 East Broadway in downtown Pocahontas, serving the community since 1938. And they have got outdoor grills and propane tanks for all of you deer hunters, and of course, an excellent outdoor cooking grill that you need to stop by and see today. And of course, Spike's Clothing, located in downtown Pocahontas at 107 North Mars Street, and 892-3736. Stop for all your fashion needs. They're also proud sponsors of Redskin football. And Hogan C-Store, located on Highway 67 South. Well, we've got a new face and a new image. We're under new management, and now we're a new Your Phillips 66 station. Also, we're proud sponsors of Redskins football, so stop by and get filled up with gas today. That's at Hogan C-Store at 67 South. And Pocahontas Family Clinic at 2901 Medical Center. That's right across from the emergency room. They're at the hospital, and they're also proud sponsors of the Redskins football. Center Pharmacy, located at 2901 Medical Center. That's right across from the emergency room. They're at the hospital. They're proud sponsors of Redskins football, and they're glad to serve the community. And go Skins go. And remember, at Med Center for all your pharmacy needs, because we value your time as well as your health. We have the state-of-the-art computer equipment. Our services extend into electronic insurance, billing, medication listings for income tax, or insurance purposes. Thank you for being one of the sponsors there. And of course, TCA Cable, bringing your entertainment into the future.
It's home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people, we're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903.
4:09 left in the first quarter. Redskins lead at 12-0, and they're going to go for 2 points here on the extra point. After the touchdown, Morris in the quarterback, number 14. Ed Chester in motion. Back to pass is Morris. Morris throwing the ball over the middle. It's caught, and it's in for the extra point. This one, the ball is caught by number 31, Jay Wells. And boy, Jay Wells has come out smoking tonight. Just got 2 long passes, and then catches the extra point. Number 31, Jay Wells, and Jay Wells, one of the seniors on the ball team. And Redskins have really opened it up here with 4:09 left to go first quarter. They lead at 14-0. And they've come out smoking. They've kept the ball. You're honest. The Ridgecrest hasn't had the ball other than that one series. And I think they had 1 first down. So Redskins have controlled the ball, and that's what you need to do, is control the ball, and they've scored.
I think their passing game isn't there as far as Ridgecrest is concerned, and the running game has not been.
Well, you know, Ryan, in the passing game, we talk a lot about a good pass or a good catch, but you got to credit the offensive line and those backs that stand up block. A good job by the line to give more protection time to pass that ball, and he's done an excellent job of doing that. That catch a while ago by Presley was an outstanding catch.
It sure was.
He came back for it. He was really made a good catch and made a good run after he caught the ball. He picked up another 8 or 10 yards after he caught it. Pass number 22, Gates, gets set to kickoff. And here's the kick. Kick's going to go out of bounds. No, it's still on the ground. It's picked up down there. But number 20, he's going to be smothered. He gets away. Now probably brought down by Holster Redskins. Holster Redskins right there. I'm not sure if it's Jeremy Boss who got to him first.
It may have been Chester. Whichever, you folks can watch it on the tape. But somebody hit him early, and
he spun out and got away.
The ball's down on the 20. I thought the ball was going to go out of bounds down there about the 25-yard line. But it took a Redskin roll and rolled right up the field. And Ridgecrest picked the ball up, tried to advance it, but somebody was there, Jim Dandy on the spot. Even though they didn't make the tackle, they held him up enough for the rest of the Redskins to get there. So first down and 10 for Ridgecrest at about the 22-yard line. Handoff left side, he's caught immediately and smothered, maybe for a loss over there. And look at that. I believe there's 7 Redskins in on the tackle. I only see 4 standing up after the play. Number 10, Malone in there, number 36, Sifford. And I believe Sifford's playing at a linebacker position tonight. We'll try to set that defense for you. Safeties are 34, Casey Chester, 24, Brandon Sisco. Cornerbacks, number 88, Brian Ripley. Number 44, Jeremy Ball. Defensive ends, Stephen Malone, number 10. And I'm not sure on the other one we'll get him for you. As Ridgecrest come up second down and 9. Back to pass is Ridgecrest. And there's a pass down the field. He's got a man open. And Brandon Sisco makes the tackle over there. But it's up good for a first down. Pick up about 12 yards on the play. Well, about 15 on the play. So it's going to put the ball up over the 40-yard line, or right at the 40. So first and 10 for Ridgecrest as they complete a pass. And what I could just about see to give you the defense, they've moved them. Number 40 in at the right end. That's Fears. Jerry Fears is in at the right end. Sisco, and we'll get the other linebacker for you in just a second. Back to pass. Here's Ridgecrest, and he's being chased. Pass out into the flat, and it's going to be 2 on. Coming over here, number 44, Jeremy Boss, and 34, Chester. Number 33, Shane Martin, is one of the linebackers, along with Jody Sifford. And 51, Chris Hinkle, in on that defensive front, along with Trey Hall, 56. And one more flare there that they didn't get. I believe it's 65, Craig Ball. That's your defensive lineman right now as Ridgecrest split receivers to both sides of the field. And back to pass. Here's the quarterback. There's a pass out to the right side. It's going to be caught and knocked out of bounds over there by Sisco and Ripley, number 88. Sisco 24, but not until he completed the pass after the 34-yard line of the Redskins. So Ridgecrest decided they'd try their hand at passing. And they put a lot of people out in the pass pattern that time. A lot of people out in the pass pattern for the Rams. The Redskins putting a lot of pressure on, couldn't quite get to the quarterback that time. That's something they're going to have to do, and that'll put a stop to that. It's back to pass again. Here's the quarterback. It's going to be a screen pass to the left side, and he gets away from over there. Finally brought down at about the 29-yard line by host of the Redskins. Malone, number 10, in on and Sifford. And Sears also over there, Trey Hall, 56. But another completion on the screen pass as the Redskins almost looks like had a blitz on that time as they come flying in. Come flying in from the left side, but the pass went over to Ridgecrest left to the Redskins' right side, and he picks up what looks like first down. They're going to measure to make sure, so official timeout for measurement. With 2:26 left to go. First quarter, Redskins lead at 14-0, but Ridgecrest moving the ball now with two consecutive first downs by the pass. It's going to be first and 10 for Ridgecrest. And the ball's going to be at about the 29-yard line. Closer to the 28 of the Redskins. Well, Ridgecrest down in Redskin territory now. Redskins get set. Ridgecrest back to pass again. Pass over the middle, stop. And he's immediately dropped in there by Sifford and number 10, Stephen Malone. Another pickup of about 3 yards. Bit about the 26-yard line.
I think they've got this pretty well figured out. It's about the time that you think they're still going to go to the passing game. They may go with that.
The tail back again?
Yep.
He's fast. You can see that. That pass was, I believe, the split receiver. Split wide right. Ridgecrest up the line now. Second down and 8. Back to pass again. And no pressure on the quarterback and pass over the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. Nearly intercepted. Number 24, Sisco. The pass is thrown real hard. Down on about the 10-yard line.
That brings up third down.
So third and 8. Third and 7, okay. And the Redskins need to put a little more pressure on the quarterback because he had a long time to throw the ball.
A lot of time.
Ridgecrest now lines up with a receiver split wide left and also receiver split out right. Third down and 7. Ball at the 26-yard line. Back to pass is the quarterback. He's chased over by Hinkle. And he's down. Chris Hinkle, number 51, was hot on his trail, and I think the quarterback decided before I won't let Mr. Hinkle hold me, I'll just go down.
Yeah, that's right.
As his feet went out under him over there.
You see that big 56 coming?
51, you bet. He was breathing down his neck. It's going to be a loss back to the 30, about the 33-yard line.
That's going to bring up fourth down.
So fourth down and 13. Ball to 33 of the Redskins, and Ridgecrest splits 3 receivers out, 2 to the near side, and they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And back to pass is the quarterback. And he's complete out here. If somebody can hand him up, penalty flag down. He's short of the first down. Trey Hall, 56, Jeremy Balt, 44, and 34
flag on the play.
Flag on the play. This is going to be a cliff. Just about imagine.
That's what it looked like on film.
The flag was thrown right there at the play. And there were some people for Ridgecrest trying to get their ball carrier free. And Redskins will probably decline this penalty and take over the ball. And that's what's going to happen is the offensive units for the Redskins comes out on the field and they hold again. Good job, Redskins. Good job. Good job of the defense. And the Redskins a little more aggressive tonight.
Clipping.
As they are getting after the football and doing a good job. 43 seconds left to go, first quarter. Redskins lead it 14-0. Now they come out. Sifford is lined up to the tailback. In motion is Jeremy Baltz, 44. Pitch out to Sifford. Sifford cuts it inside. His feet slipped just as he made the cut. So he picked up maybe a yard.
This is the first year, I understand that you're able to put the straight arm out on offensive. I think it is. Used to before you couldn't put the full arm extension. I think this year is the first year you put the straight arm out.
Okay, he got maybe a half a yard as Jody Sifford tried to cut that ball inside and had a little slip there.
And there it is.
That's going to end the first quarter with our score, the Pocahontas Redskins 14, the Ridgecrest Rams 0.
And DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas has a variety of grills and accessories to make cooking outdoors even more enjoyable. And hunters, the new Firelight 2 camping grill could really be handy. Remember, for propane, fish cookers, smokers, and propane gas grills, and parts and accessories too, come see DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas.
Just a minute. We're back with the second quarter of action here. Redskins lead it 14-0 over the Ridgecrest Rams as the Redskins now on offense. Ball is out at the 28-yard line. They're on 28. Second down and 9. Presley split wide right. And motion is Jeremy Baltz. Back to pass. It's Morris. Here comes the pass out, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Presley. And I think the ball slipped out of his hand. He came out of there like a dying quail, and I've seen Paul wiping his hand off with his towel, so that ball slipped. Had not, it slipped. I think he and Jeremy Presley would have hooked up on that one, because Presley had his man beat. And they would have been down here on about the 50, and Jeremy showed us what he can do with the football after he caught it over there a while ago. Redskins now with a big down coming up, 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 9 from the 28-yard line. They're on 28. Pitch out to Sifford around the right side. Sifford trying to turn the corner, and Sifford can't get around. He gets around a couple of guys, but he's over to the 30 at about the 31. Going to bring up 4th down, and the Redskins will be forced to punt for the first time tonight. Something got interesting last night, Ron, in that junior high game. Junior Redskins didn't have to punt a single time. They played a good game last night. And you folks that at all catch the replay, I kind of messed up on that one last night. We didn't get the first quarter of the ball game, but after Ron got there, we got the rest of it. So try to catch that on the replay. Martin to punt, and a good end-over-end punt by Martin. It's going to be taken up at the 39-yard line, and then he's going to be driven back by another Redskin. And lost the number 24, Brandon Sisco, is the man who made the initial contact. And the ball is at the 39-yard line of Ridgecrest. So a good punt by number 33, Shane Martin. And a good tackle by Brandon Sisco. And the Redskins now on defense here. They lead at 14-0 early in the second quarter. But the last couple of the last series that Ridgecrest had, they came out passing and did a pretty good job of passing. So I would expect to see more of the same from them. Option play, right side, pitch out to the tailback, and the tailback gets good yardage. He's going to pick up about 7 or 8.
I was wondering when they were going to bring back that option.
That was a good-looking play. Trey Hall in over on the tackle, along with 65 Fred Baltz and also 44 Jeremy Baltz.
We have about 7 yards on the carry.
As the option play picks up about 7 yards. Second down now and 4 for Ridgecrest. The ball is like at the 47-yard line. Hand off the fullback, and he's got a little running room. Finally brought down. Hit first by Martin, then finished off by Jody Sifford, but it is a first down. And they're in Redskin territory up at the 45-yard line. Just inside the Redskin 45. 10-14 left to go. First half as 31, Jade Wells checks in, and Jerry Fears comes out for a little breather. Ridgecrest splits receivers out wide, both sides.
Oh, break up the play.
And looks like a little early start for Ridgecrest Rams.
I'll put it back about 5.
So that'll back them up, 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 15. 1st and 15, and the ball is going to be just inside the Ram territory at the 49.5-yard line, just inside the 50.
Not time for a pass here.
Well, they split receiver here, wide left, also one right. As Ridgecrest up to the line now, 1st and 15. Back to pass is the quarterback. Pass over the middle, it's incomplete. And a good job over here. I don't know who was covering him. May have been Wells, I'm not sure.
If I missed it wrong, did they pitch that ball back and the other halfback throw the ball?
Well, I don't know. I forget after the play. I was watching the receiver out here, and as soon as the quarterback goes back like that, I kind of take my eyes off and see where the receiver went.
It looks like they pitched it out to the free safety.
So the halfback or something? I'm not sure. We'll have to look on the replay. But it's second down 15 for Ridgecrest. again, they split receivers almost on every play. They split receivers out. Back to pass is the quarterback. And he scrambles out. He is there. Pass over the middle, and it's complete. Hit immediately by Presley, number 12, but an excellent play by the quarterback from Ridgecrest, as he was, for all practical purposes, done for.
That'll bring up third down with about 10 to go, or about, no, 8.
It's going to be about 7. Yeah. So an excellent play with the Ridgecrest quarterback that time, as he was getting the heat, and I thought he was done for. But he completes the pass up to the 42-yard line. So third down now. 3rd and 6 is probably closer than 7. Let's call it 3rd and 6. There's 2 receivers right, 1 left. Back to pass is the quarterback. Throws it out in the flat. Covering over there, and it's almost overthrown down at the 18-yard line. Wesley, number 30, or back to Chester, 34. And okay, Jeremy Boss, 44 is over there.
And number 24.
On the play. Number 44, right?
Right. Also number 24.
Brandon Sisco brings up a big 4th down play now for Ridgecrest. 4th and 6. And the ball is at the 43-yard line. 43 of the Redskins, 8:50. Well, they're set up in tight formation. Not sure they're going to punt. They do. And they get a good punt away. Jeremy Boss calling for a fair catch. And he does, all the way down the 10-yard line. So a good defensive stand again by the Redskins. Denies Ridgecrest anything, and they take over the ball.
With the score, 14 for the Pocahontas Redskins and 0 for the Ridgecrest Rams.
The Bank of Pocahontas is home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903.
But there's a little difference between those two things.
Once again, folks, I want to tell you that now next week is Middleton at home.
That's right. Need everybody to come out. As Redskins set now 1st down and 10, 8:45 in the first half. Morris hands the ball off to, I don't know who it was, Brandon Sisco, but something went haywire there somewhere. And still on. The ball is down, I believe, at about the 7. Redskins trying to get out of the hole. And off Joey Young, and Joey Young breaks it outside to the 15. And good run by number 21, Joey Young. Quick opener off the right side, and a good hole there for him by that line, and that puts the ball out at about the 14-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down now and 6 yards to go for a 1st down. And they need to get the ball out of the hole and keep possession of it here with 7:35 left to go in the first half. They lead it 14-0. Jeremy Presley, number 12, is split wide left. As the Redskins up now, 3rd and 6. Back to pass is Morris. Morris being chased. Morris is going to run the ball now. Morris trying to get outside, and Morris has got the 1st down, I believe. You really do. He is awful close. Awful close. He goes out over there at about the 19-yard line. That's about where we need to be. Oh, wait a minute. He must have stepped out of bounds. He did. Stepped out of bounds. About the 16?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be about the 18. So it's going to be 2 yards short.
And they're going to go for it.
As Morris, who looked like to me he was about to get the 1st down over there, but finally pushed out of bounds over there about the 18. So 4th down, Redskins set the punt. Martin has the snap, and Martin gets the punt away. play. It's going to be picked up by Ridgecrest, and he's going to be smeared. Number 32, Chad Tiedemeyer. Chad Tiedemeyer, a sophomore, number 32. And he paid for picking that ball up. He sure did. But I'll tell you what, Ron, I could tell him that Chad Tiedemeyer will do that to him if he gets a chance. Yep. Watching him play last year for junior high Redskin, he's a hard hitter. And he zeroed in on it that time. But nevertheless, Ridgecrest I said Ridgecrest. We got Ridgecrest. Ridgecrest with good field position at the Redskin 43-yard line. And they split receivers to both sides. Hand off to the halfback, and he nearly stopped. Still going. And a good run by the tailback for Ridgecrest. Finally stopped over there by Hall and number 44. Also Craig Baltz and Jeremy Baltz, number 44. Craig Baltz, number 65, all in on the tackle. He only gained about 3 yards, but they had him stopped at the line of scrimmage. But I think that's what the coaches are like to see, is more than one person in on the tackle. He slips away from one, you got other people there to help you. A lot of people going to the football. Back to pass is the quarterback. So it's and he throws the ball out of bounds, covered over by Jeremy Baltz, number 44.
It looked like a short screen pass, but it wasn't.
It was just a little 5-yard out, flat pass. And he was well covered by Jeremy Baltz. That's going to be third down now, and 7 for Ridgecrest. Ball is at the 40-yard line of the Redskins. 6:03 left to go first half. Redskins lead the ball game 14-0 on 2 first quarter touchdowns. As the Redskins now in a pass prevent defense, pass out the right, and it's caught and hit immediately by Jody Sifford. And it's going to be close to a first down, though, but a good tackle by number 36, Sifford. And believe me, those hits like that take a toll on you after a while. Sure do. And they're looking real close at first down. I think they're saying maybe they're going to measure. Looks like they're going to measure. They're going to say fourth down. Fourth and less than a yard. Fourth and less than a yard for the Ridgecrest Rams. And the ball is at the 28-yard line. Does that look right? No, 34.
34, yeah.
34, closer to the 33. Their field's not marked as well as ours. We seen that last night in the junior high game.
Well, we have got an excellent field.
Pocahontas has got a field second to none. And a lot of work by the coaching staff. As handoff right side, he's got the first down and more. As the tailback gets down about to 25, tackled by Chester, number 34, and 44, Jeremy Baltz. Jeremy Baltz having a good ball game so far. He's been in on a lot of tackles. That's going to be a first down now for Ridgecrest. As we'll see if the Redskin defense can hold here now with 5:16 left to go first half. Ridgecrest threatening once again. Back to pass is the quarterback. And he throws the ball long. He's got a man open. Intercepted. Intercepted the end zone for number 34, Casey Chester. We've got a penalty flag down. It's in the offensive backfield. But let's see. It is in the offensive backfield. Penalty flag back here on about the 35. And usually indicates on the offense. If that's the case, the Redskins will have the ball first and 10 from their own 20. On the interception by number 34, Casey Chester.
Holding in the backfield.
Holding against the Ridgecrest Rams, declined by the Redskins. And Redskin defense is held again. As Ridgecrest trying to air out the ball. That was good coverage with number 34, Casey Chester, because he had the man in the end zone. And he was going for him all the way. And a good pass by the quarterback. But number 34, Casey Chester, just steps up and says, if you don't mind, I'll take this one.
You bet.
So Redskins looking a lot better offensively and defensively tonight. First down and 10 from the 20. Handoff, Joey Young And Joey picks up good yardage. Good yardage. He's out over the 25, about the 20, let's call it the 25. That's where they're going to spot it. It's a 5-yard pickup. 5-yard pickup for number 21, Joey Young. Matt Morris, number 60, in that center, number 77. In that offensive line, Alex Phillips. Alex is in at the right guard, and they're opening some holes now in there for the offense. Back to pass is Morris. Morris going along out here for Chester. Going to be intercepted. Intercepted out here on the 48-yard line. Pass intended for 34, Casey Chester. And Ridgecrest comes up with their own interception. As they're trying to get it to Chester, but a little bit...
He was out in front of him a little bit too far, about 3 yards.
Really, more of a credit to the defensive back. He got in good position.
He sure did.
And maybe interception. So Ridgecrest now with first down and 10 at the Redskin 48-yard line. They split receivers. Wide left, wide right, quarterback options, head shot, and he's knocked out of bounds there. Good play by the Redskins. Number 12, Jeremy Presley makes the play on the pitch man. Spears also in there making a good play. You know, it takes a lot of things to happen on that option. There are certain people who got responsibilities for the quarterback, for the fullback, and that time they played it perfectly. Because if you don't hit the fullback, they're going to give it to him.
What we got here?
Here comes the Ram again, the mascot for Ridgecrest.
Is that a goat?
It's a goat with big horns. I don't know. Yeah. Let's get back to football. Back to pass. He's got a man open over the middle, and he's got it complete down at about the 22-yard line. You could see that one coming, as he had a man wide open. Well, that was just that was by no fault of the defense. That just credit the offense because they hit him right in that seam on the coverage, and quarterback drilled the ball in there just perfectly. It had to be thrown right there. With 4 minutes left to go first half, Ridgecrest now back down close to the 20-yard line, and they split receivers. Two receivers out to the right, one out to the left. As back to pass is the quarterback, and quarterback's going to run, and he's going to be dropped over there. 35 Wells gets there first, trips him up. Jade Wells and 56 Trey Hall finishes him off, along with another Redskin there. It's going to be second down and 10. Ball at about the 23-yard line of the Redskins. 3:25 left to go first half. The Redskin defense has been down on their end of the field the whole second quarter, but they've done an excellent job keeping Ridgecrest out of the end zone. Back to pass is the quarterback, complete on screen pass, and he's going to be dropped immediately by Spears, number 40. And the best thing about that tackle is Spears is only a sophomore. Jerry Spears, number 40, playing a good ball game tonight. Excellent ball game. And the loss is all the way back to the, what about the 30?
About the 31-yard line.
Yeah, 32?
31, 32.
Yeah. 32-yard line, so third down now and 16 for Ridgecrest. But as we've seen, they can get that back in a hurry. As they split receivers again. 2 to the right side, 1 to the left side. Back to pass is the quarterback. And the quarterback going long, and he's got a man down there. Intercepted. No, incomplete. Jeremy Presley, number 12, had the ball. Yes, they do call it an interception. They do call it an interception. Number 12, Jeremy Presley. And Presley makes another interception. And, boy, that's going to be down on what? About the...
It's going to be close to home.
About the 5. Maybe even closer than that to the goal line.
Looks like about the 4 yard.
Yeah, that's 5. That's 5. Let's call it 5-yard line. The Redskins get the ball now with 2:10 left to go first half. And all they'd like to do here is run the clock out and go in with a 14-0 lead at halftime. Morris hands the ball to the tailback, and Brandon Sisco, 24, I believe, stacked up after a gain of maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. Timeout. Timeout by the Rams. They want to hold the clock down now with a minute 52 left to go in the first half. Redskins now with second down and 9. And there's your score. As Ridgecrest took a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Good, Ron, with a minute 52 seconds left to go in the first half. Redskins now with second down and 9 from about the 6-yard line. Handoff the left side. And Sisco trying to get away and can't do it. He's dragged down over there. Trying to get around the left side. And timeout again by Ridgecrest. As Ridgecrest trying their best to get the ball back in good field position, and you know they'd like nothing better to do than try to get a score here before the first half ends. And that loss there was back to about the 1-yard line. So it's going to bring up third down and 14 for the Redskins, and the ball is back on the 1-yard line. We're winding down the first half with a minute 43 left to go. And you know what Ridgecrest is thinking, Ron. They're thinking, force the Redskins to punt down here, and I think you'll probably see them try to go for the block. So they know the Redskins had one block last week against Truman. And they'll be coming after it because they're going to get the ball in good field position, you know, however it comes out. They're going to get it in reasonably good field position, probably somewhere around the 30, 35, 40-yard line. And that would be good field position as far as the Redskins are concerned. They could hold them back that far, but we got a lot of fans here tonight. A lot of fans out here tonight. Okay, Ron, let's get set now. We got third down and 14 now from the 1-yard line. The Redskins own 1-yard line as Morris back at quarterback. Oh, they read that. And smothered in the middle there. And the safety?
Yes, safety. They're calling it a safety.
And they did call a safety. So the Redskins with us, the Ridgecrest with the safety here on the Redskins as they couldn't get the working down there on the 1-yard line, couldn't get the ball out of there. So Ridgecrest gets on the scoreboard. Their score now is minute 39 left to go in the first half. Our score 14-2 in favor of the Redskins. And one thing about Ridgecrest, Lonnie, you know, even though they've gotten behind 14-0, they've not let up.
They have not let up.
They've really been persistent, and they know that 14 points is not a lot of points, and they can make that up in a hurry because they've done shown they can pass the ball.
That was good strategy right there to call timeout, break up the momentum there, and catch them in the backfield.
That's exactly what I think the safety is not exactly what they were after, but the pressure. What they were really looking for is to get that ball out around the 30-yard line of 35 with about a minute and 40 seconds to go. And that'd give them a lot of room to work.
It sure would.
With their passing game. As the Redskins now will free kick the ball, and it'll be punted by Sifford, number 36. And Redskins line up on the 15-yard line. So Sifford needs to get a good punt here, but most importantly, they need to get good coverage here and try to hold down any run back of any amount. And the ball's going to go to the 49-yard line. Been picked up. Excellent play. Chester there. And let's see who else. Jeremy Boss, I believe, was in there. And Shane Martin, I believe. So good coverage by the Redskins. That's an excellent play. That's exactly what they needed to do. But Ridgecrest now, with a minute 30 to go and the clock running, you can bet they'll come out passing the ball here as they split wide receivers left and right. Really only one back in the backfield with a flanker, and he goes out in the right side.
pass over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Jeremy Presley. That's 3-0. Jeremy Presley gets his second interception of the first half. Good interception. Diving interception number 12, Presley. And that puts a halt to that in a hurry, didn't it? Sure did. Number 12, Jeremy Presley, comes up with his second interception, and a good interception by Presley. His other interception was down on about the 5 there a while ago. Sure was. So 2 timely interceptions by Presley and 1 by Casey Chester in the end zones earlier. And this Redskin defense has been tough. Redskins now on offense. Ball at the 43-yard line. They're on 43. Handoff, Jeremy Ball. Jeremy Ball around the left side, and Jeremy Ball is brought down, but not until he picks up about 14 yards all the way down to the 43-yard line of Ridgecrest. Excellent run by good-looking run by number 44, Jeremy Ball. And Jeremy, if I'm not mistaken, that's his first carry of the season. Jeremy's been used in and out, but mainly as a cornerback on defense. First down and 10. Back to pass. Pass out here for Chester. And incomplete. Just out of his reach. Down on the 20-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left to go in the first half. And the Redskins now turning up the heat on the Rams as they're trying to put something on the board here quickly to end the first half. And boy, would it be a good time. It really takes a lot of momentum out of Ridgecrest. They had the momentum in the second quarter as they've had the ball on the Redskins end of the field most of the second quarter. But that tough Redskin defense has denied anything in the end zones other than the safety. Back to pass. And Morris is sacked. Back on the 50. Timeout. And timeout by the Redskins. Timeout by the Redskins. Back on the 50-yard line is Morris back to pass, and apparently Ridgecrest had a blitz on as one of the Ridgecrest linemen come flaring through there and dropped Morris. Timeout on the field. And we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back. Okay, Ron, with 25 seconds to go. Redskins face a 3rd and 17 from the 50. And that's in the first half. It's Morris scrambling. Morris is going to keep the ball and go out of bounds. Over at the 45-yard. Now, it goes out at the 50, so no gain on the play. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and Redskins going to have to punt the ball. And I don't know if they'll elect to go. They don't let the clock run down. They will do that. Now the clock's running.
No, it's not. They haven't decided to run the clock yet.
The clock should be running.
Where's the clock?
Well, the clock don't start till the snap of the ball. Okay, Redskins now with 4th down, set to go for it. There's Morris, back to pass, and Morris's receiver is held up, and Morris is going to have to try to scramble, and don't get much, but 10 seconds left to go. Ridgecrest will take over the ball, and Morris trying to scramble there as his receivers were bumped at the line of scrimmage, and they were held up, and not anybody in the pass pattern. Ridgecrest up the line quick. They've got 10 seconds to left in the first half, and the Redskin defense trying once more to hold, and they stop the clock with 7 seconds left to go in the first half as the Ridgecrest quarterback just throws the ball out of bounds, and they're going to talk about it now, so they'll have time for one play and possibly 2.
With 7 seconds left on the clock. So the score, Pocahontas Redskins 14 and the Ridgecrest Rams 2. Once again, we want to invite everyone to come out next week. We'll be at home up against Nettleton. Should be a fantastic game.
Should be a good ball game. Of course, Nettleton opened last week with Ridgecrest, and they defeated Ridgecrest 27-0. And when Nettleton comes in with a reputation of having a good quarterback, the Shatley kid, a good thrower, so back to pass is Ridgecrest. Pass over the middle, it's incomplete. And that's, wait a minute, 1 second.
1 second.
1 second. Pass was low.
Just give me a second.
Right, but good coverage out there by the Redskins
That sure was.
time. And they've shown excellent pass coverage tonight. And they need this work on passing because they're going to see a young man next week, and this Shatley kid from Middleton can throw the ball. And so they need to work on their pass coverage, and they've done a terrific job tonight.
They sure have.
Intercepting 3 here in the first half, but not been beat on anything, just short stuff. One pass over the middle. And as the buzzer goes off, the quarterback scrambles, and he's going to be incomplete. Knocked down, the pass incomplete. That's going to end the first half. With a score, the Ridgecrest 14, the Ridgecrest Rams 2.
We'll be back with the halftime festivities right after these words.
Welcome, everyone, to Pocahontas Redskins football, brought to you by the Bank of Pocahontas, serving the community since 1903, where we're hometown people that you know, located at 101 East Broadway. In downtown Pocahontas, we're Redskin football sponsors. Llewellyn's Carpet, located in downtown Pocahontas and Highway 67. Phone number is 892-2525, where we're proud sponsors of Redskins football. Stop by, see Larry and all his fine staff, and take a look at all the fine carpet needs you need today. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury, located at 300 West Broadway, that's downtown. And as low as $188 a month. That's a Ford Tempo, fully loaded. I'm here to tell you, folks, it's fully loaded. Air, electric windows, the whole 9 yards. Just go down and see Doug Adams and his fine staff, Keith Futrell, or Wayne Wildman. That's Go Skins Go. And D-Clerk LP Gas, located at 109 East Broadway in downtown Pocahontas, serving the community since 1938. And they have got outdoor grills and propane tanks for all of you deer hunters, and of course, an excellent outdoor cooking grill that you need to stop by and see today. And of course, Spike's Clothing, located in downtown Pocahontas at 107 North Mars Street at 892-3736. Stop for all your fashion needs. They're also proud sponsors of Redskin football. And Hogan C-Store, located on Highway 67 South. Well, we've got a new face and a new image. We're under new management, and now we're a new Your Phillips 66 station. Also, we're proud sponsors of Redskins football, so stop by and get filled up with gas today. That's at Hogan C-Store at 67 South. And Pocahontas Family Clinic at 2901 Medical Center. That's right across from the emergency room. They're at the hospital, and they're also proud sponsors of the Redskins football. Center Pharmacy, located at 2901 Medical Center. That's right across from the emergency room. They're at the hospital. They're proud sponsors of Redskins football, and they're glad to serve the community. And go Skins go. And remember, at Med Center for all your pharmacy needs, because we value your time as well as your health. We have the state-of-the-art computer equipment. Our services extend into electronic insurance, billing, medication listings for income tax, or insurance purposes. Thank you for being one of the sponsors there. And of course, TCA Cable, bringing your entertainment into the future.
Home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903. Any time of the year is a great time to enjoy the flavor of the backyard grill or hot just out of the cooker fish. And DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas has a variety of grills and accessories to make cooking outdoors even more enjoyable. And hunters, the new Firelight 2 camping grill could really be handy. Remember, for propane, fish cookers, smokers, and propane gas grills, and parts and accessories too, come see DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas.
like we're getting...
The Bank of Pocahontas is home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903. Any time of the year is a great time to enjoy the flavor of the backyard grill or hot just out of the cooker fish. And DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas has a variety of grills and accessories to make cooking outdoors even more enjoyable. And Hunters, the new Firelight 2 camping grill could really be handy. Remember, for propane, fish cookers, smokers, and propane gas grills, and parts and accessories too, come see DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas.
Second half off with Pocahontas Redskins football. For the score, Pocahontas Redskins 14 and the Ridgecrest Rams 2. We will kick off, and the Rams will receive in the starting of the second quarter. The first quarter was a good game. Wasn't it, Gary?
Sure was. I'm back.
You bet. Sure was. The first quarter was first half was a real good game.
The Redskins did a good job in the first half, and they had to continue to do exactly what they were doing in the first half here in the second half. As we get ready to get started, Robert Gates set the kickoff for the Redskins.
Kind of a short kick.
Kick taken at 33, and ball carrier swarmed up at the 41-yard line. Trey Hall, number 65, one of the tacklers there, as the host of the Redskins converged on the runner. And the Redskin defensive unit doing an excellent job in the first half. Start off here in the second half on defense, as Ridgecrest kind of aired the ball out, and but the Redskins defense held, and they come out penalties everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Should be
It's against the
illegal
offense.
procedure against the Ridgecrest, I would assume.
Yes. That's going to cost them about 5 yards right there.
Well, something we didn't mention in the first half, looking at the roster from Ridgecrest, they've got some good size, 6'1", 249.
I've seen that. That's a lot of big size.
223, a lot of players over 200 pounds. So good size, and this is a much better Ridgecrest team than they fielded last year. As they come out first and 15, hand off to the fullback, and the fullback goes up the middle, and he's still on his feet. Riley brought down by number 34, Casey Chester. As the fullback gets big yardage up the middle.
They put that middle out, just does it right over down the throat.
And the ball is down at the 42 of the Redskins, so they kind of took up where they left off in the second quarter here in the start the second half, down on the Redskin end of the field. As Redskin defense gets set. Back to pass, it's the quarterback. Pass out in the right flat, and it's going to be caught. It's over there about the 20. Good coverage on the play over there by Chester and Ball. But just a good pass and catch by Ridgecrest. And Ridgecrest comes up now with a 1st and 10 down at about the 20-yard line. As Ridgecrest now puts the receiver wide left, number 82, and Redskins set, hand off to the fullback, in the middle again, and he's hit. And picks up a couple of yards, hit in there by Sifford, and also 51, Chris Hinkle. As number 65, Craig Balk checks in the ball game. Joey Young checks out. Try to set the defensive front for you. Trey Hall, 56. Jade Wells, 31. Chris Hinkle, 51. Shane Martin, 33. And 65, Craig Balk.
Jerry Peters into the cornerback as second down and 5 for Ridgecrest. Back to pass. Pass over the middle. It's complete. And he's down inside the 10. So another completion by Ridgecrest. And they come out all fired up here in the second half. And now they've got the ball down inside the 5, I believe. Let's see exactly where they put it.
The first down and about the 5-yard line.
About the 6, yeah.
About 6 yards.
So first and goal from the 6 for Ridgecrest. The Redskins now facing a really stiff test as Ridgecrest. First and goal. Hand off to the tailback, and he scores immediately. And that was a good play by number, I believe it was Wells, 31. Fought off his blocker and nailed the running back. So no gain. Maybe he lost the yard. I believe he did lose the yard.
Sure looks that way.
It's back at about the 7-yard line. Second down and goal to go for Ridgecrest. Ball at the 7. 31, Jade Wells made an excellent play from his defensive end position. Fought off the blocker and dropped the tailback for a loss. Second and goal for Ridgecrest. And option play, left-hand side, and quarterback gets down inside the 5 and a fumble on the play, but they're sending the balls down. And I thought they was going to drop the quarterback there for no gain, but the quarterback made a good run. Good little move there and got inside, and he got down to about the 3. So third and goal from the 3. Redskin defense now trying to keep Ridgecrest out of the end zone. They lead the ball game 14-2, but Ridgecrest threatening to score here early in the first half. Handoff right side, and he's pushed back. If he gained anything, they didn't much over a yard as a swarm of Redskin defenders. And let's see. At about the 2. At about the 2.
Brings up
fourth down.
Fourth down.
Fourth down, 2 yards, or goal to go from the 2. 7:58 left to go. Third quarter. The Redskins, if they could hold here, would just be great as handoff right side. It's a touchdown for Ridgecrest. Good style. Redskins stopped it up real well in there, and he just barely got the ball over the goal line, but did get it in for 6 points. As Ridgecrest now cut the Redskin lead to 14-8 with 7:41 left to go, third quarter. And kind of recap the ball game, how it's went. The Redskins came out blazing in the first quarter and put 14 points on the board, and looked like they were in total control of the ball game, and the Redskin defense has played excellently in the first half to keep Ridgecrest out of the end zone, but Ridgecrest strikes early here in the third quarter, and they go for 2 points here on the conversion. The timeout, Ridgecrest. The Ridgecrest came storming out here, and on a good run by Ridgecrest and then a couple of good pass plays, they, on 4th and 2, pushed the ball in the end zone. 14-8 with the extra point coming up.
7:41. We'll be back right after this.
For the conversion, after the touchdown by Ridgecrest. 14-8 or score as Ridgecrest set to try the extra point. Pass over the middle, and incomplete. Incomplete. He had the man there, but just couldn't catch it. So with 7:41 left to go, third quarter, it's 14-8. Redskins lead.
Get ready to kick off after that touchdown and the loss of the conversion.
Redskins now receive the ball on the kick, and it's going to be a deep kick. Ball's going to go all the way down about the 2-yard line, picked up by Sifford. Johnny Sifford trying to get around the right side. Sifford. I believe Ridgecrest has come up with the ball. We'll have to wait and see. But the ball's down on about the 12-yard line, and I believe Ridgecrest, last time I saw the ball, No, Redskins recover. Redskins recover. That's where you go. It's good break for the Redskins, but that ball is down deep. It's down at about the 15-yard line.
That's going to put it about the 14-yard line, and
Boy, it breathes a little better. It breathes a little better knowing that we got the ball, though. That would have been a disaster the way Ridgecrest is playing right now. The momentum's in their favor. And that ball coming popping out of there, but the Redskins recovered. Now they've got a 1st and 10 from the 15. Need to get something going here. Handoff right side, Sisco. And Sisco gets the corner turn and picks up close to the 1st down, number 24, Brandon Sisco. And it's going to be close to a 1st down. It is a 1st down. The pickup about 11. And he brought the ball out to that's the 27. That's the 27, so let's call it a 12-yard pickup for Brandon Sisco. So Redskins need to get that running game going now and move this ball down the field and put it in the end zone. With 6:53 left to go, 3rd quarter. Handoff Joey Young, and no place to go for Joey Young, number 21. And Joey had a good game last week against Truman, and apparently Ridgecrest watched some film, and they've had Joey's number tonight. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Redskins. And the ball is up at about the 28. 28. 2nd and 9. Redskins. Handoff Chester. Chester with the ball, and Chester gets over the 35. Well, he's close to a 1st down. I think he's going to be about a yard shy. Let's see where they spot it. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard shy. Casey Chester, number 34, on the run, and Redskins need to pick up the 1st down here and keep the drive alive. As Matt Morris, number 6, is over the ball, and Morris, the quarterback, Paul Morris. Redskins set, handoff to the tailback, trying to get around his Sisco, and he's not going to pick up the 1st down. As that Ridgecrest line on that side has been tough. Good size. Number 73 over there for Ridgecrest. We're going to get a size on him. He's a big young man.
He sure is.
6'4", 224. And good size. Number 66, also a good size. 6'4", 200. So a lot of good size players on the Ridgecrest team. And they're a much, much improved team from the last time we saw. Back to punt is Martin. And there's the punt, and a good punt by Martin, all the way back to the 26-yard line. Chester trying to chase it down. And finally slowing down Sears down there. But Chris Hinkle and number 32 also down on the play, Chad Thielemeyer. So good coverage by the Redskins on that punt. Ball up at the 31 of Ridgecrest. And the Redskin defense back on the field. Score 14-8. 4:40 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Timeout by the officials. And to give you an idea, number 15, quarterback for Ridgecrest, is only a sophomore, 6'2", 165 pounds, so we'll see him again. Number 15, just a sophomore for Ridgecrest. He's played an excellent ball game. He's been pretty cool in a couple situations, wouldn't you say, Ron?
Yes, he has.
He's done an excellent job. So we should see some more of him in the years to come. Ridgecrest, 1st down and 10. Ball at the 31. And off fullback, and he's stacked up after a couple. He's up to about the 33. 56, Trey Hall, and 36, Jody Sifford. And on the play, number 78 also in there now, Sean Smith, a junior. And Ridgecrest now, second down and 8. Ball at the 33. They're on 33. 3:45 left to go, third quarter. Back to pass. It's the quarterback. Quarterback letting somebody throw to him. Had a man. Open a good play in there. The 36, Sifford. Good hit. And that ball kind of flew out there. Chance of being intercepted, but Presley or Sisco just couldn't get to it.
Number 10 was putting on the pressure on the quarterback.
It was. Number 10, that's Stephen Malone. But that's what they need to do, put pressure on that quarterback, make him hurry and throw it. As now it's third down and 8. Third down and 8. Ball at the 33-yard line. Back to pass. This quarterback, Chris Hinkle, putting pressure on. It's complete. And going to be brought down with a Sifford. But it's good enough for a first down. So third and 8. Ridgecrest converts. And he was being pressured. He should have Hinkle. Maybe Joey Young in there too. I'm not sure. Maybe you can see it on the replay, but I tell you what, for a sophomore quarterback, he's pretty cool.
He sure is. Takes his time and
pretty cool quarterback for a sophomore. Even a senior, but especially a sophomore. As I thought, the Redskins had him that time. First down and 10 now for Ridgecrest. And the ball is up at the 42-yard line.
Back to pass again.
Pass is complete. Complete. It's complete over there. 44, Jeremy Ball covering on the play. And it's complete for a couple of yards.
Maybe a gain of a yard.
With that. It's second down and 9 for Ridgecrest. They're at their own 43-yard line. Timeout by Ridgecrest.
And we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back.
Still around, we're back to action here with 2:38 left to go, third quarter. The Rams with the Rams with a second down and 9. Second and 9 from their own 42. Handoff to the tailback. He's good defensive play. Number 44 clears. And also number 65, Craig Ball, made the initial hit. Number 40 is Sears, right. And Boston on the play, 65, Craig Ball. And pick up maybe a yard.
Brings up third down with about, what, 7?
Third and about 8, a long 8. So we'll call it third and 8. The ball is up at about the 43 and a half yard line. Back to pass. This is the quarterback. Pass over the middle. It's complete. And it's complete for a first down. And that's done that pass 2 or 3 times. They sure have. Chester over there on the tackle, along with Sifford.
Been real productive for him.
Just a little quick pass. And it's worked real well. And now the Rams are down in Redskin territory again at the 44. At the 44-yard line. First and 10. A minute 50 to go, third quarter. The Rams pretty much control the second half thus far. Back passes, quarterback. It's a defense down and too long. Gilbert Maltz and Casey Chester over there covering on the play. Pass too long. Going to bring up second down and 10, and the ball is at the 44-yard line of,
got a player down on the field there,
of the Redskins.
The intended receiver there of the Rams kind of tripped up on his leg or something. He sure did that.
Okay. Is that one of our players? That's the Ridgecrest.
That's Ridgecrest.
Ridgecrest player injured over there. And he gets up and walks off.
That's what you always like to see.
That.
You bet.
That was intended pass receiver injured on that play. So now we're at second down and 10 for Ridgecrest. Ball at the Redskin 44. Redskin defense trying to get something. Go ahead and get this ball back. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. Pass over the middle, and it's caught. Brought down to Sifford, but not until he gets down close to the 20-yard line. And Ridgecrest moving the ball now against the Redskins with the passing game. They've gone almost entirely to the pass now. And it seemed like the Redskins holding a play or two, and then Ridgecrest just eating up the yardage by 8 to 10-yard passes.
Just whittling it down every
First
time.
down and 10 from about the 25 for Ridgecrest. Redskins need another one of those plays. Penalty flags on the play.
Looks like against the offense there.
Well, our score 14-8 with 1:19 to go third quarter. Redskins need to come up with another one of those big plays like they had in the first half.
That's off on 5. Offensive offside.
Last week, Ron, the Nettleton Raiders defeated Ridgecrest 27-0.
They sure did.
And I don't see this team as not a weak team at all.
Not at all. If it's any...
They played really good. Minute to go. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. He's been chased over there by Sears. Finally knocked out by 51, Chris Hinkle. And it's going to be a gain up to almost basically short of the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. That was the first and 15 play. He gained about 4. So ball at about the 26-yard line of the Redskins. As Ridgecrest up to the line now, 2nd and 11. And they split receivers to both sides, which they've done most all every play. Hand off to the quarterback in the middle. And the quarterback's up the middle trying to get around. He's finally drugged down a little by Sifford. He's got a first down. He's got the first down close to the 10-yard line. First and goal. I don't know if he got inside the 10. It's hard to see.
It's going to be close. I think that's about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, I believe you're right. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11 for Ridgecrest with 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Ridgecrest have come out smoking here in the second half, and let's tie this ball game up. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. And he's got a man open over there in the end zone. Just knocked away. I believe that was Jeremy Balls, 44. We've got an injured pass away.
We've got 2 injured players on the field.
And we've got a couple of players injured on the play over there. I think it's one of the Redskins and one of the Rams.
One of each.
Yes, both of them went up for the pass and knocked away, I believe, by Jeremy Balls, 44. Covering over Casey Chester, 34, also on the play.
Looks like number 24, Brandon Sisco.
And
no, 44.
44, yeah, Jeremy Balls shaken up. And also Ridgecrest Ram also shaken up over there. As play went into the corner of the end zone to pass, and good play by the Redskins there to knock it away. And we'll be back right after.
And the injured player in the field, he got off. I was glad to see that.
It's 2nd down and 10 for Ridgecrest. That's the Redskin 11 with 38 seconds left in the third quarter. And we got some movement on the Rams. They've done that several times tonight.
They sure have. It's 4th and 5.
They're trying to start a little bit early. That's going to back the ball up 5 yards. The 5-yard penalty is going to back the ball up to about the 16. So it's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 16-yard line. The Rams have got to get to the 1 for a first down. But as they've shown with their little quick passes, those 8 and 10-yard passes is what they've done best. And we'll see what they elect to do here on 2nd down. Spin out to the right. Pass back to left. It's complete. And Chris Hinkle tackle 51. Chris Hinkle tackle for a loss. And Chris Hinkle, number 51, made an excellent play.
Lost about 2 yards. 3rd down.
They're down with the clock counting down now.
Ball's back at the 20, so it's going to be third and 19. Third and 19 for the Rams.
They will get that second
And
play off.
The clock's going to run out here in the third quarter with a score: the Redskins 14, the Rams 8.
Let's score again. The Pocahontas Redskins 14 with the Ridgecrest Rams 8. We'll be back with the forces our dance team.
Start the fourth quarter, third down and 19 for the Rams. Ball back at the 19-yard line. Pass into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete, and I believe it's going to be pass interference. Flag down the right at the goal line, and the pass was overthrown, and we've got an injured Redskin down there, but the penalty flag was thrown there at the end zone and in the pass play, so it looks like some kind of contact down there, and with two Redskins and one Ram, you probably guessed it. It's going to be on the Redskins. That was a third down and 19 play. So a costly mistake down there for the Redskins. And remind you, this is a 14-8 ball game. A touchdown will tie it. Extra point would give Ridgecrest the lead here in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 19. So it'll be the penalty down to, and they're going to take it. That's an automatic first down. That's what I was thinking. I guess I was hoping. But it wasn't. On pass interference. Ball's going to be at the 9-yard line. First down and goal to go for Ridgecrest. I believe the ball's the 9, isn't it?
Yes, about the 9-yard line.
Pretty critical because if it was outside the 10, of course, the Rams could get a first down without scoring. And the way this Redskin defense has played, they have done a lot, but they haven't broke. They could conceivably stop them here in 4 downs. That's what we would hope for. There's a shaking up player, number 24, Brandon Sisco, is kicked off the field over there on that play in the end zones there. Had a little collision over there.
That's what you always like to see.
He's just shaking up.
Just shake it off. That's all he can do.
Okay, now we're set now. First down and goal to go for Ridgecrest. Ball at about the 9-yard line. Gets to the fullback, and he's hit hard and brought down by number 36, Jody Sifford. And Sifford having a good ball game. Jody Sifford sniped through there, and it was a pickup of about a yard, maybe. You just can't see the yard markers over there, and it's real hard for us to see this far away.
Looks like it's going to be about the 8-yard line.
About the 8, okay. So second down, goal to go from the 8. Ridgecrest with the ball here with 11-19 left to go, fourth quarter.
A fumble
on the play. Ridgecrest recovers the fumble. And that's the break the Redskins needed right there if they could have come up with that ball.
And fourth down.
This will be third. That was second. Let me get it straight here.
I think this is coming up fourth down right here.
No, this will be a third down. It was a first and goal from the 8. And that was the second play, so third down now, goal to go. And Redskins will just hold them here. This will be a big boost. They need to get their ball back, try to get their offense going. But right now, we need to hold Ridgecrest out of that end zone. Back to pass to the quarterback. In the end zone, it's caught. No, it's incomplete. Good kicker there. Trying to make something happen, and he did, is number 88, which has been a pretty good receiver for him tonight. I think he heard Jody Sifford's footsteps.
You bet.
But he dropped the ball. That's all there was to it. It hit him right in the numbers.
That brings up fourth down and goal.
Boy, the Redskins need to hold here. Fourth down now. This could be a big play in the ball game. Fourth down now, goal to go. From the 8-yard line, Ridgecrest with the ball. Back to pass. His quarterback is being chased. Pass over the middle. Intercepted. He got it. I can't see who had it. This is number 36, Jody Sifford. I believe 14, Paul Morris intercepted that ball. 14, Paul Morris. Okay. I believe it was Morris. Paul Morris makes the interception down there, and Morris in on defense now. The most important thing about that is he intercepted it in the end zone, and that was a fourth down play, and that brought it out to the 20. So that may be the break that the Redskins needed. As they're back on offense now, boy, they have played a good defensive game. This is really encouraging. And off Sifford backside, and Sifford picks up a couple. And, boy, you can breathe a little easier. A little bit easier, actually.
We just need to keep the ball running right now and count the clock down.
Well, with 10 minutes left to go in the ball game, Redskins need to drive the ball down and put the ball in the end zone right here. If they can just control the ball, they'll be in good shape. But the way Ridgecrest is playing, we don't let them have the ball back, all possible. Until we can get another score on the board. Handoff, Joey Young. Joey's going to be stacked up in the backfield. And boy, they're keying on Joey Young.
They got his number today.
They're keying on Joey.
Got his number.
Joey had a big game last week against Truman. And the Rams, good sportsmanship for sure, knows what Joey Young can do to them. It's going to be third down now and 9 yards to go as Redskins need to get that ball up there for a first down and keep control of it. Get wide right is Presley. Paul Morris, number 14, is quarterback. Chester in motion. Back to pass is Morris. Morris is being chased. And Morris is going to be dragged down. He may have got about 5 yards on the play, maybe. But it's not going to be enough for a first down. And the Redskins are going to have to punt the ball away here. And you'd really like to see a first down picked up there and kept control of the ball. But nevertheless, Redskins going to have to give up the ball here with 8:25 left to go in the ball game. And Ridgecrest only trails by 6 points as 33, Shane Martin is back to punt. And a good snap and a good punt by Martin. Gets a Redskin roll and ball's going down to the 40, 38. That's the 38-yard line. So Shane Martin, number 33, gets an excellent punt away. And Ridgecrest will start from their own 33-yard line. I think it's the 37. 37 or 38. So Ridgecrest will own 38 with 8:03 left to go. And once again, the Redskin defense is going to be tested again.
They sure are.
They've been on the field almost the entire second half. The offense was the big thing in the first half of the Redskins, or the first quarter. Pitch back, and he's got to be smothered. As he was lucky they didn't get the pitch off. And back there, Craig Ball in on the play along with Clifford. I didn't see who else was in. I believe it's Trey Hall.
65, Trey Hall.
We got an injured player down on the field for Ridgecrest. There's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 14. Second down and 14 for Ridgecrest. The ball at about the 34-yard line of Ridgecrest. Handoff to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of a couple. Chris Hinkle is on the play, also number 10. Mark, that's Tim Malone's little brother. We'll get it right in a minute. Stephen Malone. There you go. Yeah, and also Sifford in there. Well, I figured I'd be calling Stephen Tim all year long. Of course, Tim Malone graduated the year before last and playing for the Arkansas Tech team this year, along with several more former Redskins. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. Go over the middle, and it's complete. And it's at number 88 again. He leaped up. You notice how he just leaped off. It's going to be a first down for Ridgecrest down at the Pocahontas 46-yard line. And the Ridgecrest been effective in the pass. That's been their only weapon. They haven't been able to run against the Redskins. But they've hit those short passes, those 8, 10, 12-yard passes that they've beat up ground with. So first and 10 now for Ridgecrest. Redskin 46. We got movement on the offense. Looks like movement on the offense today, too.
That's going to cost them 5. All night, I think it's cost them 20 yards tonight just on offensive jump.
Well, we've had that 3 or 4 times. Sure have. It's going to be a first down and 15 now for Ridgecrest. The ball at their own 48-yard line. Handoff to the fullback, and he's got room up the middle. Finally brought down over the Sifford, but he picks up close to 10 yards on the play. Here he goes. Paul Morris, number 14, in on defense now, also in on the tackle. But a big run, a pickup of nearly 10 yards. Let's call it 10 yards. So second down and 5 for Ridgecrest with 5:48 left to go in the ball game. And they're on the Redskin end of the field. And second and 5, handoff to the fullback again, and he falls forward and picks up a couple. Clifford there, and number 65, also 65, Craig Carlson on the tackle. This is going to be third down and about 2. Third and 2 from about the 37. It's about the 37.5-yard line of the Redskins. With 5:15 and counting on the field to play. Third and 2, and off to the fullback, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. He's going to bring up fourth down at about a yard. So fourth and a short yard for Ridgecrest. And this Redskin defense has been tough tonight. Sure has. And they're going to try it. They're going to go for it. They've been on the hill nearly all second quarter. Fourth down. first down and more. He's crossed the 35 down to about the 34. So first and 10 for Ridgecrest at the Redskins 34-yard line with 4:22 left in the ball game. And the Redskin defense is put in a situation again where they've got to stop them on their end of the field. This time, it may be for the ball game. Ridgecrest trails the ball game 14-8.
Possession of the ball on about the 34-yard line.
First down and 10 for Ridgecrest. Hand off to the tailback, and he picks up about 3. Tackle made there by Sifford, and also 31, Jade Wells, makes the tackle. So he picks up about 4. So it's going to be second down and 6. The ball is at the 29 of the Redskins. With 3:40 left to go in the ball game. Redskins lead at 14-8, but Ridgecrest with the ball and driving. Handoff to the tailback, and he's in the secondary. He may go all the way, and he does. Touchdown for Ridgecrest. A very good ball game. Touchdown for Ridgecrest. And 29 yards out. And Ridgecrest has tied this ball game with 3:26. Left to go in the ball game. And a very important extra point upcoming. And Ron, you know, back early in the second quarter, I commented too, the Ridgecrest, they kept, they didn't let the 14-0 lead get to them. They kept trying to put the ball down the field, and that goes to show you, even though you're behind, you keep punching at it.
That's right.
Good things can happen.
That 2-point conversion back there.
They got it right here. Could be the ball game. High score, 14-14. Ridgecrest, that's the 10th extra point. We got a penalty. Delay of the ball game against Ridgecrest.
Let's pull the ball back about 5 yards.
Just got to back it up. I didn't know, Ron. I didn't watch Ridgecrest warming up. I don't know what kind of kicker they got, so it's a bit complete. Yes. Complete surprise to me, too. Well, what did the match do? We're tied. 14-14, 3:26 left to go in the ball game. Ridgecrest going to attempt an extra point here to give them the lead. And here's the kick. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. I don't know who blocked it, but Spears is in there. Presley is in there. Eagle is in there. So the Redskins defense rises to the occasion again, and they block the extra point. And boy, oh boy, a big break for the Redskins. Now the Redskins will have a chance on offense. This is the tie ball game, 14-14. And this is a non-conference game. And I believe under the rules it's the end of the tie. Yes, it is. If it's the end of regulation, if it's tied to regulation. That's right. Of course, Ridgecrest is a member of a AAA school. We're in the conference is Green County Tech, Newport, Batesville, Mountain Home. And Ridgecrest has shown me a lot tonight. They've got an excellent ball team. They're much improved over a couple years past. Now the Redskins need to make something happen here. Joy Young, back deep, Sifford, and Chester. The kick's going to go to Sifford. Sifford at the 15. Sifford at the 20, 25, 30. Out of bounds at the 32. Jody Sifford out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And Sifford's had a real good ball game. Sifford played excellent on defense, along with the entire defensive unit. And the Redskins fans getting fired up here, trying to get the Redskins need to go. Gets up and going. High score. 3:20 left in the ball game. Young, Sifford, and Chester in the backfield along quarterback Sisco. And Sisco picks up about 5, trying to pick him a hole over there. He had a pretty good head of steam built up. He sure did. Picks up about 5 yards. So he's got 3:05 left to go. Redskins
Counting down. Second down with about...
need to break something big here.
About 5 to go.
That marks number 60 in its center. As the Redskins come out with a single back in the backfield. And that's Joy Young. Clifford and Chester. Chester comes in motion. Handoff. Joy Young. Joy Young at the middle. Joy Young at the middle. He's got the first down. Joy Young over the 50 down to the 48-yard line of Ridgecrest. And a good line by Joy Young as he just busted up the middle on that one. That's the first down. First and 10 Redskins. 2:30 left in the ball game. Well, they do spot the ball just shy of the 50. Just shy of the 50. First and 10 from the 49-yard line of Ridgecrest. In motion, Chester. Back to pass, Morris. Morris out in the flat to Chester. Out of bounds is Jody Clifford. Number 36. A pickup of about 6 yards on the play. And Redskins fans a little upset with the clock operator as the clock ran after that play, which it should stop when the ball goes out of bounds.
You bet it should.
Second down now, and about 40. Redskins up the line. Ball at the 44-yard line. Back to pass is Morris. Morris being chased, and Morris is back. Morris run down back on the 43. And Redskins take a timeout here. Take a timeout. And Redskins started the ball game out, scored 14 points in the first quarter, but been unable to score since then. And Ridgecrest has steadily eat away at the Redskin lead. And now they've got the ball game tied with 1:43 left to go in the game. Redskins with the ball at their own 43-yard line with a third down and 13. Redskins up the line now. Third down, 13. With 1:48 to go. Morris, steady quarterback. In motion is Chester. Back to pass is Morris. Morris steps the ball out to Chester, incomplete. Trying to hit Chester out here on about the 50-yard line. That brings Redskins fourth down. Redskins going to have to turn the ball over here. They're going to have to punt it away with 1:44 at their own 43-yard line. So Ridgecrest gets yet another shot at winning this ball game. And back to punt. Talk too much tonight of that. Shane Martin, 33. Martin's got the ball, gets the punt away, and another good punt. And down there, good coverage by the Redskins. Ball's going to roll dead at about the 27-yard line. So a good punt.
Bank of Pocahontas is home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Ridgecrest with the ball, first and 10 from their 27 with a minute 21 left to go. And back to pass is the quarterback. He's scrambling, throws the ball out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. Nearly caught over there. Freshly covered on the play along with Sisco. Brandon Sisco back in the ball game now. And Freshly cut in front of the ball, and the receiver got his hands on it, but couldn't come down with it. With a minute 12 to go in the ball game. Tie score 14-14. And Redskin defense, if they can hold Ridgecrest here, they've played an outstanding game. They've been on this field a lot tonight, and they have really played well. As Ridgecrest has thrown everything at them. Defense set, handoff to the tailback, and he's caught, and Valley's thrown down, still not down. Valley brought down over there. It's going to be short of the first down, I believe. It's going to be close, Gary. With a minute 3. As number 44, the tailback, good ball player, as we've seen. He ran the touchdown a while ago. Good-sized young man, and got a little quickness about him. Third down now, and a yard. Third and a yard. Handoff, number 20, 44 again, and he's got the first down. He's over the 40. He's about to the 43-yard line. The 43-yard line. They're on 43. The Ridgecrest Rams with 44 seconds, or 41 seconds left in the ball game. And counting down. And the Redskins just trying to hold on here and keep anything from happening. There's a tail pass complete out here in the flat. And he's going to be brought down. Hit first by 31 Jay Wells, then by Jeremy Presley. I like that Jeremy ball. Got too many Jeremys. Gain of about 2 on the play. And there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. Who's that, Gary? Okay, Ron, over the line. Ridgecrest with the ball. 21 seconds to go. Back to pass. Down the goal line. Pass is going to be incomplete. And a whole swarm of Redskins down there. Brandon Sisco covering on the play, along with Presley. Also Casey Chester back there. 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Third down now. And about 8, but that really doesn't matter. They're going for the end zone. They're going away. Wouldn't be nothing any better now to intercept one and run it back all the way. That would be nice. Anything can happen as Ridgecrest steps the line with 15 seconds to go. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. Then rush. Screen pass. Screen pass off the left side. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds over there with 5 seconds to go. The ball is going to be up at the 39-yard line of the Redskins. So it's a screen pass. The Ridgecrest Rams trying to make something happen over there as the Redskins playing pretty much a prevent defense as they had several people back on about the 30, 25. All they want to is nothing to get between them and the goal line. Last play of the ball game, with 5 seconds to go. Ridgecrest with the ball, score tied. 14-14, back to pass. Here's the quarterback. Joey Young, he's good. He's good. Picked up by Ridgecrest. O'Connor with the ball. Joey Young has the ball. I can't believe it. It's a touchdown. Redskins win the ball game. Redskins win the ball game. Joey Young picks the ball up on the fumble. with no time on the clock. The quarterback was sacked by Joey Young. The ball was picked up by Joey Young and returned for a touchdown. Way over the night. If you look over Ridgecrest, you know you got to feel sorry for a lot of these players. They played excellent. One of the Redskins won, but you got to understand what they feel too. They have played excellent. Thought they had come out with a tie, but instead, the Redskins come up with a victory. Redskins come up with a victory. Joey Young, number 21, heck of a good play. Stops the quarterback. Today's Joey's birthday. Today's Joey's birthday. Hey, birthday. Well, happy birthday, Joey. Happy birthday, Joey Young. Unbelievable play. There was a big celebration down in the end zones by the Redskins. It was just about a big celebration up here in the stands by the Redskin fans, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. Really, the celebration, unbelievable. You know, you almost had a feeling that the Redskin defense had played so well and come up with a big play, and no better way to end the ball game on a defensive play. And Joey Young comes up with the ball and runs it into the end zone. Happy birthday. And the fans are singing happy birthday to Joey. Hey, I wish Joey had a birthday every game. And, wow, that's the most exciting ball game I have ever seen. Good ball game. I hope we got it all on tape real good for you.
Once again, we're going to be back next week at home.
Be home against Nettleton.
In Middleton, and y'all come out and see it. It's been an outstanding ball game tonight. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again.
Your order.
Right now.